Hey YouTube! Alright, so today, Sunday, I'm going to work on Gran's signatures for her journal. Yesterday I filmed me putting those frames together, and I've decided that on Monday, when the print shop is open, I'm going to go back and have those photos reprinted and do it all again. So oh well, we made them. That's the main thing. But yeah, so I kind of have decided that I definitely wanted this one on the front cover. I think that's going to be great. And also last night I watched Tony's video where she actually decorated the frames. She put little clusters on them and I thought that was so nice. So I think maybe another project I'll do with these is actually make little clusters on them, and they can become ephemera for something else. So yeah, on with it. So I have already put together one of the signatures, so that's just about ready. I want to ink some edges and decorate and maybe do some stamping and what. But for now, I think I must fold up the other papers into a signature. I don't know where I'm going with this today, so we'll just go with the flow as usual. And yeah, there we go. I'm sure you guys have seen this process before many a times by many other creators, but I thought I would just do it on video with you guys and bring you along for the journey of making Granadilla's journal. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I've placed my papers in the order that I want them, and I'm going to use this first one as my template, because you'll see this one's actually the biggest one. I've tried to keep everything kind of inside and not bulging out, so this is going to be my template, and then from there I'm just going to fold everything down. I have decided I'm going to fold all of these. Yeah, why not? Just going to make lots of tuck spots, lots of pockets to fill lots of things in, because there's not a lot of writing space on these pages. I mean, we can write over this, which is fine, but yeah, on with it. So I'm going to use this as my template to line this one up. What I'm going to do is give it a little bit of a pinch there, just so I know where I'm going. Give that a smush down. These I'm going to now put out the way. Not just yet, actually. I still need that one. Alright, so I'm going to pretty much copy this as is. I've noticed as well that I've got a lot of lifting up happening, so as I see it, I just kind of take my PVA glue and just glue them down. Sorry, I got a bit of a hiccup there. It was weird. Yeah, just give that a bit of a glue down. So I am sort of like fixing this as I go as well, because yeah, I switched over to the bar stick glue, and it's, yeah, it just doesn't want to stick as nicely as the Pritt glue. So anyways, we live, we learn, as I keep telling you guys. So yeah, there's a few pieces which are lifting here and there, which I'm not so happy about, but anyways, it is what it is, and it is fixable, which is the main thing. And I've learned something. The Pritt glue is better. Alright, let me get this one out of the way. I'm trying to hold papers which are all trying to flap over everywhere. Alright, so the first one, there's my little mark now, there it is. I'm just going to push it over. You see, as I'm bending it, you see all of these papers are lifting and stuff, but yeah, like I said, I'm fixing that as I go. So the first one I am going to fold inside. I'm going to fold this up, line it up as best as I can. Let me get this cover out the way. Line it up, work that page, because yeah, it's quite thick now after decorating it and collaging it. Give that a good smush down. See where my papers are not sticking nicely, like over here and over here. Just give it a bit of a glue down. And underneath here, this one's lifting a little bit. Give it a bit of a glue. Give this a bit of a glue. And over here, this little tiny little piece. There we go. Flip it over. There we go. That little piece doesn't quite want to flip over, but anyways, we'll smush it down. Make it. Alright, I'm turning it over now because also I've got a flappy here. Just re-glue that. Hold it up. Right. Okay, so now because my front cover looks like this, I want to make it a tuck spot or a something, a pocket or whatever. So going back to my first page and measuring it off again, just kind of line them up. I could score this, but I'm finding that it's just tearing when I score, so I'm just folding instead, because else I'm going to have to jippo it like I did with the spines, and I just don't feel like putting more tape on and having to decorate more and more and more and more. So for now we're just going to keep it simple like this. There we go. Other side, turn it over, line it up. Got more of this page lifting, which is okay, we can fix that. Give that a bit of a smush down. I'm going to open it up, line it up, work that paper a little bit, because like I said, it's wanting to do all sorts of funny things. There we go. Alright, so there is my first page of my other signature. Let's give that a little bit of a glue. Such tiny little pieces. I could snip them off, but it's okay. We just do that instead. Okay, then what I did was I got on my corner rounder, where are you? And I'm doing this on all the pages. I'm going to put a corner on this little flappy thing and a corner here. Other side, same. Oh, that didn't cut too well. Come on, let's try again. Paper's a bit thin there for some reason. No, it's not cutting. I will just snip that by hand then. Hopefully it's made a nice crease for me to follow. Let me try and lift that up again. No, it's not doing what... Oh, yeah, I just pulled it. Oops. It's just... There we go. Okay, it's rounded. Right, so now I'm going to use this as my template for my next folds. Move it. There we go. Oops. Stay there, papers. Right, so now what I want to do is make sure that all my other pages for my signature are actually a tiny bit smaller than my outside. Lining that all up again, giving a bit of a space there, and I'm going to just use my nail to make a crease. Okay, so now this one, so what I've done here, let me just show you, is try to mirror the pages. So this one has a flap on the outside and a pocket on the inside. This one has a pocket here, and then a flap here, and then a flap here, pocket, pockets, flap, flap, pocket, pockets, flap, flap, and so on. Pocket, pockets, flap, flap, pocket, pockets, flap, flap, pocket, pockets, flap. Right, so I'm trying to follow the same sort of formula. So this one, let me just make sure that crease is in there nicely so I can actually see it. Alright, so this one I'm going to turn the pocket to the outside like this, line it all up, give it a smush down. Very good. Alright, lining it up again. Now I want my flaps to become shorter so it doesn't start sticking out funny. Give it a bit of a crease with the nail. Okay, move this one out the way and just work that fold in this way. There we go. Again, measuring it off against itself to make it as equal as possible. Give it a bit of a pinch, turn it over, and there we go. Very nice. I'm going to double check that and make sure that it is actually fitting inside there nicely and it's not sticking out. Very happy. Very, very happy with that. Alright, next page. I'm going to use this one as my template to make sure that it doesn't get bigger, that we're actually going smaller. So this one, the flaps must be on the outside. So I'm going to do the upturn first. Lining it up, giving a bit of a pinch just to get it going. Just work it through, because again it seems to be wanting to do its own thing here. It doesn't want to smush down nicely, but it's okay because there's a lot of bulk in there now. Just work that crease in. Right. There we go. Lining it up again to make sure that my folds don't extend beyond the previous one. This one's going to have nice deep tuck spots. So as I'm going through, my tuck spots and my pockets are becoming deeper, which is great. Just work that in. Very nice. Bit of glue on this little thing, which has come off, up, whatever. Work it over. There we go. Fixable. Using this side to mark off where I want this fold to be. Open it up, line it up, work it in. Glue down the little sticky uppy pieces. Just hold it down for a few seconds. Let's glue this one. Okay, turn that over. Glue this piece back down. Smush down around the corners. Other side, around the corners. Let's just get rid of the excess in there. Oh my goodness, that's the wind blowing all the doors shut. Okay, right, so next one, again, I'm going to line it up against this piece. So this one, the pocket must come to the outside. So I'm going to make it a little bit well, I don't know. I'm going to make it shorter. That looks good. Start the folding. There we go. Okay, and then we want flaps to the inside. So again, just taking my previous page. This one I'm going to fold quite drastically, like almost in half, but not quite in half. Let's go for about there, even more. There we go. Okay, so not quite in half, but quite a deep fold on this one. There we go. Work that in nicely. Measuring the other side off of this one. Work that back in. Line it all up. Smush down. Right. Making sure that it fits snugly in there. Oh, yes. Lovely. So if I just go backwards now, I keep double checking this all the time to make sure that those signatures are fitting in there quite nicely. Oh, that one ripped. Let's try and grab this one while we're at it. We want this a little bit more stable. I am going to try and decorate these tiny little tuck spots. Okay, that should be better. Very nice. You see, they're all sitting snug inside of each other, which is exactly what I want. Press it up again just to double check. Yeah. Okay, take this one out. Oh, we didn't round the corners. Round the corners. There we go. Next piece. I'm just checking the direction because the first time I did this, the first page I folded it upside down. Oops. Okay, so this one is going to be flaps on the outside. I mean, yeah, flaps on the outside, that's right. Okay, give it a good smush down there. Move this one out the way for now. Folding this one inside, yeah. Yeah. That's how we want it. Just work this paper. Screw this little PC here. Glue that down a bit. Tiny little pieces here, which have also just come off now because of the folding. Like I said, I could snip these, but I shan't. Okay, so we want the flaps towards the outside using my previous one. This one I'm going to make a little bit wider than the previous one. And just to double check and make sure that kind of run up a little bit. Okay. Yep, happy. Good stuff. Using the other side as templates. This also kind of saves the hassle of trimming everything down, so sometimes I just prefer to fold and make lots of little tuck spots and stuff and pockets, because I mean I could have put them all together and just trimmed down the pages, but this makes it far more interactive and fun, and to create a lot more writing space by putting other ephemera inside of here. little notebooks and fold out pages and all sorts. Put a bit of glue on there. A little bit more glue in here. Smush that down. This little piece doesn't want to stick. Come on now, please stick. Excuse me. Frog in the throat again. There we go. Alright, snippy snippy. Why does that one not want to fit in there nicely? Let me try from this side. That's fine. Oh, I almost snipped the wrong thing there. Let's get this. Okay, and the other side. And this side. There we go, that's better. Right. And now for my center. Pockets on the outside. Flappies on the inside. Move that one out the way for a seckie, just so I've got some room and some space here. There we go. That's great. Right, center fold. Lining it up this way so I can see how far in I want to make those folds. Okay. Lining it up. Almost done. Snip. Great. Right, now I'm going to, again, just line them all up to make sure that I'm happy with all of this, that nothing's sticking out too much, which it shouldn't be. Because we measured everything off against each other. Very nice. And the front's cover. There we go. You see? It's all nice and in there, which is what I wanted. So now I'm just going to grab my other signature. Line them all up again. See if I'm happy with that. Oh, that's going to be gorgeous. Yes, I'm very most satisfied with that. Let's check it in the cover. Oh, beautiful. It's going to fit in there so nicely. See, it is already starting to do the alligator mouth thing. And once I start filling pockets and stuff, I think it's going to expand quite a lot. That's why I think I did, what did I do? Did I do 6 pages per signature? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. 6 in each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Great. That's awesome. And then again, it carries on with its cohesion. So we've got flappies, pockets, flappies, pockets, flappies, pockets, flappies, pockets, flappies, pockets, flappies, pockets, and flappies. Happy, 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 happy. Alright, so I'm not going to sew these in just yet because I want to decorate and add some lace, and like especially for these first pockets, they're quite narrow, so I might just add a piece of lace just to extend the pocket, or a piece of ribbon to extend the pockets. And as I go in, my pockets are getting deeper because I've measured them off against the previous one. So yeah, so maybe some stamping, some collaging. Definitely going to put little clusters on these little flappy things, and then make things to tuck in there, maybe some tall labels, or bookmarks, or something to just create extra and lots of writing space on. Let's just give this a glue down. I'm just gluing as I'm seeing them. I'm not going to sit here and specifically look, but yeah, just wherever I see it's kind of lifting, I'm just going to fix it as I see it. Good stuff. So there's a mini flip through of what this is going to look like once I have bound it in. But like I said, first decorating. Decorate your pages, sew around them, make them look interesting. Then I'm also going to decide while I'm doing this process, like this one I think I'm going to glue down the top and the bottom and make it a tuck. The bigger ones, the bigger flappies, like this one, is going to be a flap instead of like a pocket. So that's what I'm going to work on next. I think I'm going to do the first signature off camera, and then maybe I'll do the second signature on camera, just a few of the pages, just to show you how I zhuzh these up before I sew them in. So yeah, quick, sweet and short, I hope. Shout out to all my crafting buddies, to my subscribers. By the way, I got an extra new subscriber. Hi there, I'm so glad that you're with me. Thank you for joining my channel. I appreciate every single one of you. You guys are amazing. If it wasn't for you, my channel wouldn't be growing, and I'm so excited again to see this channel just blooming and blossoming and growing. I think it's fantastic. Shout out to my two besties, Maggie and Debs. Love you guys. I hope that you're having a fantastic weekend. I hope every one of you is having a great weekend. Yeah, I'll probably be back tomorrow with another Scraptember. I did have something in mind to use the scraps because I feel like I cheated in my last video. But yeah, hey, it is what it is, and we go with the flow and we have fun, which is the main thing. That's what is most important. As long as we're having fun and we're learning from each other, I think that's a fantastic thing. So yeah, guys, happy Sunday to you all. Take care. God bless. See you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.